Welcome back, everyone. I'm Big Jim. Welcome to Big Jim's Kitchen. This channel is dedicated to showing you how to do different recipes I've learned to make throughout the years. Some easy, some not so easy, some healthy, some not so healthy. If you haven't already seen the thumbnail, today's recipe it's actually my very first request from the viewers. This request is from Mr and Mrs Gregg down the street. They work at a local convenience store that I frequent, and they like the channel. So, Mr. and Mrs Gregg, this one is for you. This is porcupine meatballs. So, without further ado, let's get cooking. The ingredients for today's video are gonna have a yellow sweet onion, gonna cut it up, mince it up, but 1/4 of it is gonna be for the meatballs themselves, and the rest is going to be for the sauce. Sometimes you can do this with regular ground beef, but I like extra flavor in mine. So for this one, we're doing hot Italian sausage. I was gonna do sweet, but when I went to the grocery store today, couldn't find any. All they had was hot. So I'm gonna have a nice flaming butthole in a few hours. Gonna have some minced garlic. Gonna need to use some olive oil, some worcestershire sauce, and porcupine stuff is gonna be rice. You can use regular white rice if you want to. I like extra flavor, so I'm gonna be using some Spanish rice. So let's go ahead and combine some ingredients and let's get this cooking. First off, I'm gonna toss in the Spanish rice. I'm gonna do it because some of the seasoning here is a little clumped up. So break up some of the seasoning so it can spread around a lot more into the meatballs. Go ahead and add our onions, and I know I do a lot of the sounds, it's just what I do. Add the onions. Now we're gonna add the meat. And we're also going to add a little bit of water to this to help it soak into the rice. Go mix everything up, and afterwards we're going to start forming these into roughly golf ball sized meatballs. All right, a little bit back after done mixing. Off camera, I realized that I put a little bit too much water into the mixture and tried to form up the meatballs. They wouldn't form. So I had an extra bit of Italian sausage handy, so I tossed it in, mixed it up, and that will actually form, these meatballs. So take a little handful, super simple, roll it up like you would a ball of clay back in grade school, and just have it ready to go. You just do this until you run out of material. All right, all the meatballs formed. Let's go ahead and start working on the sauce. For the sauce, we're going to go ahead and have your pot warmed up a bit. Add some olive oil, not too much. Then we're going to go ahead and put in our garlic. Stir this up a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and add our minced onion. Go ahead and add in our worcestershire. I know you really can't smell this over here, but the Worcestershire sauce really gives a nice, good flavor. Now that this has been cooking for about a good 5 to 7 minutes, let's go ahead and start adding in the sauce. Stir it up a little bit. Get it nice and warm. Then we're going to go ahead and start adding the meatballs to cook. Giving the sauce a little bit of time to warm up, it's starting to bubble, so now we're going to go start putting in the meatballs. Now that we've got them all in there, try and do your best to poke them down into the sauce without destroying the meatball too much. What we're going to do now is we're going to cover this. I cannot find the lid to this pot, so I'm going to use some tin foil. And then we're going to check on it roughly every 15-20 minutes. And I'm going to add some water as necessary because the rice is going to be soaking up a good amount of the moisture in here. You don't want it to dry up too badly. About 15 minutes in, let's take a look at it. Bubbling, but not too bad. Stir it up just a bit. Still looking decently liquidy, so not going to need any water just yet. So we'll cover this and check it again in another 15 minutes. We're about another 15 minutes in, so let's take a look at this. Bubbling crude, looking pretty good. Give this another stir. Looking pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and let this cook for another 15 minutes. It's another 15 minutes in, and let's go ahead and take a look. This should be done by about now. Stir this around a little bit. Yep, these should be about good to go. I'm going to go ahead and turn these off, let them cool off, and then we can have a nice little taste test. Now that everything's cooled off, let's try the taste test now, shall we? These meatballs, the rice did its job with sticking out and got a nice little prickly surface going on like a porcupine. So, let's see how it tastes. Still smoking, might still be a little bit hot, but this is in the name of science. The Italian sausage combined with the flavoring of the Spanish rice really makes this really good. So in the future, if I were you, I would not do this with white rice or regular ground beef. I would do it like I showed you earlier with Italian sausage and the Spanish rice. Quite yummy, quite delicious. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs Gregg, for the idea. And next time I will say, oh bleh. See you next time.